Hi everyone, this is Matt. I am continuing my series on the cardiopulmonary system, and today we're going to present the right ventricle. And I first want to introduce this tremendous textbook on anatomy that was actually produced in East Germany just before. It was actually published after the fall of the wall in 1990, but it was produced prior to the fall of the wall in Berlin. So, this is the book, Functional Anatomie, and this is the Verlag, the VEB Verlag, the Volk und Gesundheit Verlag, which is the People's and the Health Publishing Company in Berlin in 1990. So this has a little bit of history. So anyways, the right ventricle plays a really, really important role in the cardiopulmonary circulation in that it pumps the blood from the right side of the heart to the lungs. And that dynamic is essential for an effective oxygenation of blood and then onward to the left side of the heart, such that it can be distributed out to the body and to all the cells. So important is that you have a strong and effective right ventricle, that you have a functional tricuspid valve, and I will refer now to the textbook here from Berlin, and there's these beautiful depictions here, and you'll see in this top one, it's called the Ausströmungsbahn der rechte Kammer, or the flow of blood from the right ventricle. And we also have a picture here of the tricuspid valve, which is, let's see, has a very unique name. Let's see, 15. So we'll go on. Sorry, can't find it. These are the diagrams I'd like to show to you. So we have here the right ventricle and the tricuspid valve, and you see there very detailed anatomical presentation, and then below also both the right and the left ventricle. So in the flow of blood from the right side of the heart to the lungs, the blood goes through the pulmonic valve into the pulmonary artery. Then the pulmonary arteries branch both right and left and go to the right and left lungs. And if everything is okay with the lungs, if they're not diseased, then pressures are adequate from the pumping of the right ventricle under normal conditions, that you get effective filling and flow to the alveoli, and there's an effective exchange of oxygen and waste products, and then the blood then carries on via the pulmonary venous system, and the four pulmonary veins empty into the left atrium. Disease of the lungs causes tremendous problems. Smoking is a big problem in terms of lung disease. It causes death of alveoli. It causes sometimes large areas of tissue to die. And then the pressures, if there's less effective vasculature from the right side of the heart, from the right ventricle, via the pulmonary arteries into the pulmonary arterial branches, if that system has been reduced due to the death of certain tissues, then the effective pressure to deliver the blood from the right ventricle to the alveoli has to be higher. And that can cause more problems. like enlargement of the right ventricle. That can cause an expansion of the tricuspid valve, which causes leakage up into the right atrium. And then you have a whole dynamic snowballing effect of problems that makes it more difficult to get the blood from the right ventricle to the alveoli such that oxygen can be exchanged for waste products, and then get that blood to the left side of the heart via the pulmonary veins. So, smoking, if there's anything you can do in life to help yourself out, don't smoke. That's a huge thing. And that's pretty much it. The right ventricle has this fundamental job to get the blood that's come back from the body to the lungs, and at that point the lungs have the role to exchange oxygen for waste products, and then in turn the blood travels on to the left side of the heart. And that's pretty much it. And we'll be back with the left side of the heart here very briefly.